What professional hacker is. A professional hacker is a penetration tester hired by an organization to test its system and report vulnerabilities. They are skilled individuals who perform penetration testing to check the effectiveness of the IT infrastructure. They also analyze the internal security vulnerabilities and find ways to strengthen them. An ethical hacker, also referred to as a white hat hacker, is an information security expert who systematically attempts to penetrate the computer system network, application, or other computing resource on behalf of its owners, and with their permission, to find security vulnerabilities that a malicious hacker could potentially exploit. The purpose of ethical hacker is to evaluate the security of and identify vulnerabilities in systems, network, or system infrastructure. It includes finding and attempting to exploit any vulnerabilities to determine whether unauthorized access or other malicious activities are possible. Ethical hackers use their skills and many of the same methods and techniques to test and bypass organizations' IT security as their unethical counterparts, who are referred to as black hat hackers. However, rather than taking advantage of any vulnerabilities they find for personal gain, ethical hackers document them and provide advice about how to remediate them so organization can strengthen their overall security.
Difference of ethical hacking to illegal hacking. Ethical hacking involves an authorized attempt to gain unauthorized access to a computer system, application, or data. Carrying out an unethical hack involves duplicating strategies and action of malicious attackers. This practice helps to identify security vulnerabilities which can then be resolved before a malicious attacker has the opportunity to exploit them. The purpose of ethical hacking is to evaluate the security of and identify vulnerabilities in system, network, or system infrastructure. It includes finding and attempting to exploit any vulnerabilities to determine whether unauthorized access or other malicious activities are possible. Ethical hackers are referred as white hats, who ends up provide protection from the black hats, who are the unethical hackers. Illegal hacking includes hacking for fun. Most hackers love what they do. It is a passion as much as a job. However, conducting hacking activity against a company or a person without their permission is viewed as an offense under the Computer Misuse Act 1990, unauthorized access to computer materials. The Computer Misuse Act 1990 is one of the primary pieces of legislation that covers hacking offenses, along with the other pieces of legislation such as Data Protection Act 2018.
Contribution to society. Ethical hackers fill a virtual role in security and society in various ways. Example, they search for system flaws or serious vulnerabilities. Makes repair to patches before criminals can exploit the system, and stakeholders. The software industry greatly benefits from the skill of ethical hackers among every other major vertical. For instance, during 2018, ethical hackers found software vulnerabilities that averted crises in 10 major companies. Government agencies and corporate industries have taken note of white hat hackers program success and benefits. It may surprise you to know that ethical hacking does not require strong technical skills to start with. If a person has a desire to learn, technical skills can be taught and developed along with strong verbal and written communication skills, as well as interpersonal skills and the ability to stay cool under pressure and pulses. The primary contribution of ethical hacking to society is prevent from being stolen and misused by miscellaneous attackers, as well as vulnerabilities from attackers so that weak points can be fixed. Implementing a secure network that prevents security breaches, ethical hacking has the privilege of gathering access to companies' network and information systems. Society is taught to see them as cyber criminals and outliers who seeks to destroy systems, steal data, and take down anything that gets in their way. Good hackers not only help expose flaws in system, but they assist in repairing them before criminals even have a shot of exploitation.
10 rules to follow by ethical hackers. Commandment number 1. Set your own goals. Set a target of locating unauthorized wireless access points or critical information points on the network that intruders are attempting to access. The goal should be described, registered, and shared with management. Commandment number 2. Plan your work. Since you might be short on money, it is important to schedule your activities. An ethical hacker must operate under strict time, budget, and personal constraints. Before you begin testing, create a step-by-step procedure and seek management approval for the budget. Commandment number 3. Always obtain permission. An ethical hacker is distinguished from a cyber criminal by the act of gaining permission. When ethical hacking is carried out without permission, it can be prosecuted in a court of law. Before you begin hacking, get permission in writing management and get legal assessment in all areas. Commandment number 4. Work ethically. In this scene, the word ethical refers to acting professionally in complete honesty. You must act in compliance with the accepted plan as an ethical hacker. You must maintain strict confidentiality and refrain from disclosing any details, including results. Commandment number 5. Maintain a record of ethical hacking. Ethical hacking takes time and dedication, and you can have a keyword for long periods of time in a dimly lit room. Sometimes, this would necessitate working outside of normal business hours. You must keep track of all your findings and efforts to ensure that you are on the right track.
Commandment 6. Respect others' privacy. Privacy is vital because it allows us the freedom to choose who we share our thoughts and feelings with. It protects sensitive information such as health and finances that we do not want to be made public. It also aids us maintaining our physical security. When you respect a person, you allow the person to determine the limit of your involvement in his life. Commandment 6. Resist the challenge. It's quick to get engrossed in the rewarding challenge of ethical hacking. When your attempts are successful, you will feel compelled to try again. There's a chance you will trigger an outage or infringe on someone else's property. Commandment 8. Adopt a scientific process. To have a great acceptance of your work, adopt an empirical methods based on the following attributes. Plan quantifiable goals. Goals help measure achievements. Ensure consistency in the result. When there is a variation in the outcome of the test, you need to have an explanation for the gap, or else the tests are considered invalid. Attend persistent problem. When the test results are correct, the organization encourages you with extended support. Commandment 9. Restrict when collecting the tools. There are sample wireless hacking tools available online which may tempt you to grab them all as and when the new ones are released. Surprisingly, the larger the number of tools you possess, the more you will discover. Commandment 10. Report all your findings. Ethical hacking may not be a day's task. Last, it may extend a week or more. It is important to provide a report of your progress on a daily or weekly basis. When the management receive the updates, they show confidence in you.